Now, once we have all this data, we need to make sure that it's dynamic and working for us. So once we add anything new in our data, it should update our pivot tables and update our charts. Let's just go across to the electronics right here. And right now we have electronics, 52 electronics sold, and we have them sold in China. So what we're going to do right here, let's just click onto our electronic department, filter electronics. Let's have a look there, and we have now a total of 52. So let's just clear the filter here. Now let's add 100 right here. Adding 100 should change it from the 2017 total quantity, and we should have, let's say here in the electronics, up again, and we should have a higher quantity right here. So if it's 10, let's add 110 just to make sure that we add 100 all across. So let's check this. Let's refresh our table. So it's 251 right here. Our electronics, we need to also refresh this. Right click refresh, and we are now going to go across here, and we have all of the data here. So 2017 right here. And as you can see, all of the tables are as well updated right here. Now, an easier way to have anything dynamic is to create a pivot table very fast. Is you literally need to go to your data set or pivot chart, pivot table, and press Alt F1, and that brings up the dialog box. So you could always use this shortcut to have your tables. The other thing that we can look at is slicers. Now, slicers are something that filter the data and have a very easy way to have a look. Now, if you're making a dashboard, let's just go across here, go to Insert, and we go to Slicer. A slicer, let's just go by department sold. Let's press OK. Now we have a list of departments right here. Let's just go and plug this right here. We have a list of departments that we want to filter for. So if we want to have a look at this, we can simply see that it has a dynamic way of working. Let's just put this here so that we can easily see what's going on. If we press bakery, now we have everything disappear, and we have it as a bakery right here. So everything is dynamically changed directly, but it only works on this table. Now, to get this to work on the other tables, we simply need to right click here, report connections, and we need to make sure that we're using the pivot table chart number 3 as well. So now you can see that it has come down to the years with only the data of bakery. We can simply go to canned goods and see that all our data is dynamically changing right here. Important to also note that if we change any data here, then everything is dynamically changed on the data tables as well. If you want to have 2 or more, you can simply press Control and hold 2 or more of the data, and that will update once again the 3 different departments on the charts right here. One more slicer we can have a look at is, let's go to Insert. We're going to have a look at a timeline. So if we look at a timeline, it shows we don't have connections, but we just simply click onto any of the data sets and go to timeline. You find the date sold, press OK. Now the date sold comes up with a box like this, and of course once you have a dashboard you can arrange these in a better format. Let's go to years. Now we have the data for years, and we can click to 2021. Once again, it only does the data for this table. So we have to right click, and we need to make sure that the report connections are also with the pivot table number 3. Now, once we have that, you can see you have 2021. You can simply drag it to 3 years. You have 3 years data right there. That is how you dynamically update your charts and tables with the use of slicers and data filters.